Okay, so everybody and their mama knows that Diddy's time is up. But let's talk about all the A-list celebrities involved in covering his tracks. Word on the street is that Jay-Z has not only known about but has also been involved in Diddy's sex trafficking ring.
Our cameras caught him riding his bike in Miami, and it looks like he doesn't have a care in the world. He's been quiet lately, but his right-hand man has been doing a lot of talking.
P. Diddy and Jay-Z have always shared a brotherhood that transcends blood. It's obvious from Diddy's recollection of Diddy's house party that Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been the stars of Diddy's innermost circle.
I just discovered an old news clip that may have finally revealed which island that Jay-Z owns. It's been a mystery for a long time. However, what we did know about it was that he spent as much as $20 million on it, and allegedly he also owns one that's worth $3 million, so multiple islands. But the key feature of this particular island that we're talking about in this video is that it has an airport landing strip space directly on it, and if you look at the picture you can see it appears they've already cut down the trees to make that airport landing strip. Why exactly do you need an airport landing strip when it's somewhat easily accessible by boat?
The two reportedly bought Stranger's Key, a small island north of Walker's Key in the Abacos, for just under $3 million. Their 360-acre private island is about half a mile wide and about 2 miles long. There is a natural harbor on the west side of the island, and the island can accommodate an airstrip of at least 5,000 feet.
Now obviously you could say he just wants the luxury of it, but it seems far more likely now that we have just seen a major celebrity in his circle, P. Diddy, getting investigated by Homeland Security and having his house raided on trafficking charges. So now do you realize when we take a look at the airstrip on his private island, which is largely mysterious but we may have potentially discovered, as 50 Cent is now going all in on both Diddy and Jay-Z, essentially calling them out to the highest degree we've ever seen before, posting things like this. And also this, alluding to the fact that Jay-Z is next. Where was Diddy flying with Jay-Z? What was the extent of their relationship? How did Jay-Z's infidelity, which he admitted to, play a role in that? Is Jay-Z actually having a relationship with Diddy? All of these questions we have to get to the bottom of, pun intended, and answer them. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on, as I'm going to continue this investigation further and further and further. We will not stop.
Jay-Z has been accused of being part of an elite gay pedophile club by an ex-user named Matt Wallace, who also posted a video detailing Jay-Z's island with a mysterious landing strip.
Tell them stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door.
To make things even more suspicious, 50 Cent chimed in, linking Jay-Z's name amidst the P. Diddy scandal. 50 Cent posted this video on his Instagram, immediately followed by a post where he questioned where the Carters disappeared to during the lawsuit. Kinda makes you wonder, does 50 know something we don't?
Our cameras caught him riding his bike in Miami, and it looks like he doesn't have a care in the world. He's been quiet lately, but his right-hand man has been doing a lot of talking. Stevie J, a producer who's also named in one of the lawsuits and was in Diddy's house when it was raided, went on TMZ Live to defend his boss. Listen.
I don't know whatever someone does in their bedroom, that's what they do. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just here to say that I've never seen my man doing anything foul like they talking about.
None of it. All of it. I mean, you know.
I've never seen it. I've known him for 29 years.
But that wasn't all Stevie J did. He sent out a warning shot, posting video of celebrities at Diddy's 50th birthday party. The Kardashians, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Kanye, Kevin Hart, every A-lister was there. And Stevie J wants to remind them. Remember, the lawsuit says Diddy has compromising footage of everyone that went to his freak-off parties. Now, we're not saying this is a freak-off party or Diddy has compromising video, any of these people, but this is what Diddy's bodyguard said.
I don't think it's only celebrities going to be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
Well, my personal opinion that if Lil Rob could be trusted and his statements are true, they got him. They got tapes of stuff.
Now, if Diddy had tapes, the feds have them. That's a lot of blackmail.
And that's not where the story ends. There's even more evidence to suggest who exactly was involved in Diddy's problematic freak-offs.
Well,
why do you know?
The same reason why he want to erase his history with Foxy Brown and giving her syphilis, because they was underage when he did it.
I mean, I'm sure he appreciated it because he always says she talked too much. So when she went deaf, that slowed some of that down. I'm just saying, it worked out for him.
You know, I thought she just recently went deaf.
No, she been deaf. She been long time. Yeah, like at least the past 12 years.
Oh, they kept that on the low.
Exactly. Wonder why. You know, nobody acknowledged what was going on between her and Mr. Carter.
Because she was 15.
She was 15 and everybody knew it. But see, this is the thing. Back in the 90s, there were a lot of older dudes who slept with younger women. I had a kid at 16 by a man that was 10 years older than me.
Damn.
Which goes to show you how much things have changed from the 90s to now. But then you got to think, you go back 20 years before that, 20, 30 years before that, and 40-year-old men were marrying 13-year-old girls.
That is true.
Right. So as we evolve as a society and we become more aware of certain things, they open up. But the thing is, it was normalized. It was just normalized. Now, of course, as a 19-year-old girl, I'm looking and I'm seeing a 15-year-old girl, Ingemar Shine. But I couldn't stand that little bitch. Because she was just doing the most. When she came to Philly to work at Sigma, and she was working with Scott, like, because they were doing the Bad Mama Jamma record with Drew Hill. And she was just out there. And she was with Corrupt, but she was fucking half the city. And I'll never forget, I had heard, we were on South Street and she had went in Missouri. My friend of mine, my friend Mike's store, and she was acting a fool and they did everything they could do to get her out of there. And one of the women that worked in there, she was like, she doing all of this shit hoping that Jay-Z will pay her some mind.
Wow.
And they were just talking about how she was acting out to get his attention. And then she got into it with Kobe Cole at Power 99, called up to the radio station, cussed him out, and told the whole radio station, do not play no New York records and this, that, and don't play no, and she said, and don't play no this record, and don't play no fucking Jay-Z records. They said, Sean Carter was on the phone within an hour saying, if you pay any attention to anything she's saying, it's going to be, we'll handle her. Please keep playing these New York records.
Yes.
It was wild. It was wild. But this was a grown man with a very, 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 very naive girl. I'm not saying that she wasn't a city girl, but a 14-year-old girl mentally cannot contend with a 28, 29-year-old man. Period.
She didn't have a chance.
Not at all. And I think people don't realize when he started better dealing her, because I think she thought she was going to be the one. I really do.
Like that he married.
Yeah, I think she thought that.
Oh, wow.
I know that when she was with Corrupt, she was always just so scattered. You know what I mean? Just real scattered, like real negative energy. But you could tell that she was acting out, and he shunned her.
Wow.
He shunned her, and it's just so wild. Like, what is it going to take for people to get to see that this person literally discards people and tries to erase them like they never exist, so he doesn't have to see them or deal with what he's done with people. You know, I blame a lot of what happened to Ingmar Shine on his reckless adult choices for a very, very, very underage girl. But you hear that story a lot.
I mean,
like that shit ain't
Wanye and Brandy. Remember, it was Brandy and Adina Howard fighting over him. And Wanye was grown and Brandy was 16.
I know. And Adina was a grown-ass woman.
A grown-ass woman. Brandy, I'm sorry, baby. You could not compete. That was a grown-ass woman.
But then again, she shouldn't have been put in the running in the first place.
That's true. That's true.
A young girl gonna fight. Period. Whether she can win or not, her ego alone, she gonna fight. But see, there were adults in those situations, and it's like you look back now, because I was one of those grown as shit young girls. I was. I never lied and said that I wasn't. I would have had to have been. I was a mother at 16. But when I look now as an adult, you see how unfair it is.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just clear. It's just clear how unfair it is.
But look how young she looks. She looks like a baby.
I know.
You know,
look the pictures with Diddy and Cassie.
Oh God. Okay. Before we get into that.
Look at the pictures with Kimura and Russell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's do Kimura and Russell first.
Okay.
In fact, Jaguar Wright claims that Jay-Z is actually worse than Diddy. Jaguar calls him out for cheating, sex trafficking, grooming, and abuse, just like Diddy. While Diddy's misdoings are out in the world, Jay-Z's misconduct against women is a lot more sinister.
Now, you had said that you felt that Beyoncé was a prisoner. Because I always heard their relationship was put together. Like it was a business. Or I did hear that.
Him and Matthew Knowles had a deal
For Security Solutions Hero of the Game, Glenn Martin of New York City. As a longtime real estate executive for Christian and Wakefield, Glenn had the foresight years ago to know what Brooklyn could become, and he played an important role in the renaissance of our...
Wright also goes into how he's groomed, drugged, and controlled Beyoncé, which is why she barely appears in interviews.
I'm going to tell you something right now, Sean, because I know you're watching. Or you have someone watching. I'm going to admit something right here on AT2 channel that I've never admitted before. People think I'm a snitch. The truth is I'm the best secret keeper in the world. I keep secrets even what I'm about to say my husband don't know. I started fucking Big L when I was 14 years old.
Whoa.
We kept it on the low because I was young. You didn't know that, Sean. And you don't know everything that L told me about you. Please sue me. I want to go to court.
Wow.
I want to tell everybody in the world all the things that Big L told me about you when I was fucking him.
So this Big L is associated.
Big L is the one that put Jay-Z on.
Wow.
Jay-Z was the last person to see Big L alive.
Wait, so this Big L person is not living on this earth no more?
He's been dead for years. His death made it possible for Reasonable Doubt to live.
Whoa.
See how good I keep secrets, Sean? And I'm going to tell you something else, and I'll give you this one for free. Big L fuck better than you do, nigga. I'd rather be with that dead man than ever be with you.
So how do you know how Jay-Z get down? You know that from experience, or
Don't worry about that part. I'll tell it on the stand.
Oh wow.
When he takes me to court for defamation of character, I'll tell him how well I know you, Sean.
Big L was a rapper in the 90s.
And that's not where Carter's shady behavior ends. It seems like Wright knows exactly what she's talking about, going as far as to say that she'll reveal it all under oath.